morning, everybody. Welcome to Bradley University's 2018 Spring Graduate and Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Please remain standing. That's okay. Please remain standing, or stand if you're not standing, and join in the singing of our national anthem, followed by an invocation. Leading us in the national anthem will be Dr. Carrie Walters, Associate Professor of Music, accompanied by Dr. Chi-Hyun Choi and Dr. John Orff. And now Calvin Butler, a 1991 graduate and president of Bradley University's Board of Trustees, will deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. As we gather together to celebrate the achievements of this latest class of Bradley graduates, we give thanks for the strength and perseverance given to them during their time on the hilltop. We ask our Creator, our God, our Father, to receive the thankfulness of our graduates for all that has brought them to this day, for their families, for their friends, and for all who have supported them so they may achieve their goals. We are thankful for Bradley University, whose dedicated faculty and staff taught and mentored these graduates, preparing them for productive and successful lives. For these and the many blessings which we have received, we give thanks. In gratitude we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Trust me, you don't want to be standing through this entire event. So, distinguished guests, family and friends, on behalf of Bradley University, our Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, and on behalf of the class of 2018, I am honored to welcome you to Bradley University's Spring Commencement Ceremony and welcome you to the Peoria Civic Center, which is, by the way, the home of Bradley's men's basketball team, so get your season tickets before you leave here today. As a 1970 alumnus of this great institution, I'm honored to again be here with you to celebrate the accomplishments of these fine young men and women. Please allow me first to introduce the members of the platform party who will not be actively involved in our program today. Please stand as I call your names and remain standing, and please hold your applause until all have been recognized. First of all, members of our Board of Trustees. You've already met Mr. Butler, who's the chairman of our board. Other members of the board who are here, Gary Burke, Inga Karras, Bob Clark, Ann Cotter, Sharon Desmoulins-Karat, Kathy Holst, John Michael, Gary Peplow, James Shadid, and Doug Stewart, our most recent or past chair. Thank you all for your service to Bradley as members of our board. Our honorary marshal and mace bearer for today's ceremony is Dr. Ed Remsen. Dr. Remsen is this year's recipient of the Samuel Rothberg Professional Excellence Award and an associate professor of chemistry. Next, I would like to introduce to you the members of the University Administrative Council. I am very proud to work alongside these exceptional and dedicated people every single day. They truly do put their hearts and souls into making Bradley the very best it can be, and they make my job so much easier. First, Mr. Gary Anna, Senior Vice President for Business Affairs. Dr. Justin Ball, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Chris Reynolds, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics. Mr. Nathan Thomas, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Jacob Heiser, Vice President for Advancement. Please help me to show appreciation for these campus leaders. Got your name wrong. What can I do? We also can't overlook the amazing faculty who are the heart and soul of the university and who teach, encourage, mentor, counsel, and do so much more to make sure our students walk across this stage fully prepared to succeed in their lives and careers. As I said, and I repeat, the faculty is the heart and soul of Bradley University. I know I say this every year, but it is true. These faculty are among the most dedicated and hard-working educators I have ever known. They don't just work and do a job, they live and breathe what they do. They are committed to the success of each and every student who walks onto the hilltop, and they are what make Bradley University so very special. Will all those members of the faculty present please stand and accept our gratitude and appreciation for all you do. A couple of years ago, we stopped inviting celebrity outside speakers to give commencement addresses, in part to shorten these torturously long ceremonies, but also in part because almost nobody wanted to hear them. So you will not have to endure those long, boring remarks that oftentimes have nothing to do with why we're here. Not so fast. You do still have to listen briefly to a few of us. Bradley insiders, including me. But a Bradley tradition at our commencement ceremonies is for a member of the graduating class and a member of the Alumni Association, which in a few moments you will all be members of, to speak to you. So first, it is my honor to introduce today's representative for the class of 2018. Jerry Rejep is a philosophy and political science major who hails from LaGrange, Illinois. He is a member of Phi Kappa Tau, a student aide, a student admissions representative, a member of the Liberal Arts and Sciences Dean's Advisory Council, president of the Socratic Society, a member of the mock trial team, and a member of the nonprofit organization Thakat. Jerry has also received numerous awards, including the Ray LaHood Scholarship and the Liberal Arts and Sciences Outstanding Senior in Philosophy Award. In 2016, he represented Bradley at a 4-day student conference held at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, where he participated in discussions around pressing international concerns. So please welcome Jerry Rejep to the stand.
Good morning. Oh, let's try that again. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning, President Roberts, Provost Sakahi, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, families, friends, and fellow members of the graduating class. So there I was, up late, writing this speech as I immediately returned to my first experiences at Bradley University. Do you all remember freshman year? I know I do. I remember not knowing what our mascot is, but taking pride in it anyways. I remember getting lost on campus, even though all of my classes were in the same building. I remember taking the adage, you can't wash colors with whites just a little too far, when I put one white t-shirt in its own washing machine. But a lot has happened since those days. We all have faced many challenging experiences. All-nighters, midterms and finals, COM 103, turning up, test taking, and even senior walk. I know that many of you became involved throughout our university. In our class, we have artists, writers, and performers who will soon go on to become doctors, lawyers, and teachers. We have engineers who ballroom dance and poets who study biology. We have tour guides and orientation leaders. We have fraternity brothers and sorority sisters. We have student athletes who reminded the country that Bradley University is still a force to be reckoned with in college athletics. We have students who shaved their heads for a good cause, students who started nonprofit organizations, students who interned at major companies for political campaigns, and even the Olympics. But at Bradley, we are not just defined by our involvement outside of the classroom. We're also blessed with faculty and staff who truly care about the lives of their students. Several faculty and staff members have made an impact in my life. A professor who combined excursions to a Hindu temple with lectures on Eastern religions. Professors who took the time to edit and improve my writing. A professor who calls me Jer Bear, even in the emails. A departmental secretary who treated me like one of her own. And a professor who inspired me to believe in myself in ways I never thought possible. Every day, in every class, I learned that ideas have power. They can create institutions, they can start a movement, and they can even inspire students to march for a good cause. We tackled important questions like, what makes for a just society? What does it mean to be moral? What does it mean to live a good life? And even, I kid you not, what exactly is a kaboom? My education has taught me to ask questions and to reflect on the people and events in my life. And as I look back on my own experiences, I realize that graduation should not only come with a sense of pride and achievement, but a sense of humility and appreciation. On behalf of the class of 2018, let me say thank you to the families who made it their goal to send their children to college. Thank you to the faculty and staff who made a difference in our lives. Thank you to the friends who were there on our good days and our bad days. Thank you to the mothers, the fathers, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, and friends. Thank you to everyone who made a difference. Let me quickly say thank you to my family, friends, and guests who are here today, and to that miracle worker that I call my mother, who did not know I was to be giving this speech today. Let me say thank you, and an even greater, I love you. You see, the thing about humility and appreciation is that it's hard. It's difficult. It requires discipline and mental effort and a hell of a lot of patience. And the extent to which we care for other people is entirely dependent upon the possibilities that we're willing to consider. And those possibilities will heavily rely upon the questions that we're willing to ask. Several years ago, each of the graduates in this room were faced with questions about what organizations to join, what classes to take, and what major to study. But today, we are faced with a different set of questions. Graduates, What will we do with our education? Who will we become? What are we capable of? Will we continue to think critically and cultivate a life of the mind? Will we choose to care for other people in the choices that we make? Will we come back and give back to Bradley when asked? I challenge the class of 2018 to be bold, to be brave, kaboom, take risks, show love, be open to new ideas, new perspectives, and ways of understanding the world. Be thankful, meet new people, travel, dance, sing, stress less, smile more, advocate for something that you believe in. Stay informed, read, think, vote, do something worthwhile. Because if there's one thing that our education should have taught us by now, something that I learned from that miracle worker at an early age, it's the idea that if you have this and you follow this, then anything is possible. So let's get to work. Good luck, and congratulations to the class of 2018. Today, the world is ours.
Hi, Mom. Thank you, Jerry. We now turn to our alumni speaker. Barbara Guthrie is the president of the Bradley University Alumni Association. She graduated from Bradley in 1984 with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Today, Barb is the Vice President of Corporate Social Responsibility for Underwriters Laboratories. She serves as the Chief Strategist responsible for developing and executing the overarching corporate social responsibility strategy for the company. After she left Bradley, Barb received her Master's in Business Administration in 1991, completed the Global Leadership Program at Northwestern University in 2008, and attended the Yale School of Management Executive Leadership Program also in 2008. She was named the Underwriters Laboratories Distinguished Member of Technical Staff in 2009 and named the UL Corporate Fellow in 2014. She will carry on the tradition of welcoming our graduates as alumni members of the Bradley family. So please welcome Barbara Guthrie.
Thank you to President Roberts, and welcome all. Many of you here are graduating with honors. For many others, it's an honor to graduate. Regardless of how you got here, congratulations, class of 2018. Today you become our newest Bradley alumni. As mentioned, I'm a Bradley University alumni, class of 1984, and yes, that was before many of you were born. I am also part of a Bradley legacy family. My two brothers, Ed and Jerry, are Bradley alumni, along with my two sons, Zach and Justin. And today, our family celebrates my nephew, Michael Lamke's graduation from Bradley. It is a family affair, truly a family affair. That's Bradley University. The Bradley family gathered here today to celebrate our graduates, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, professors, teachers, deans, administrators, your classmates, your friends are all part of the Bradley family. And that is just the point. We are a family. Your time with Bradley hasn't come to an end. It's simply the beginning, your next chapter as a Bradley alumni. You will remain a part of the Bradley family, whatever your future brings. And like family, we will always be here for you. Some of you will remain in Peoria. Some of you will quickly become active alumni. Others, you may be focusing on your careers, starting a family, traveling abroad. Wherever life takes you, remember, we are here and we will continue to be here, ready to welcome you back and celebrate all you've become. We are 38,000 strong, and thanks to each of you, growing stronger every day. We are a family, the Bradley family. Be proud, be strong, be brave, forever Bradley brave. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Barbara. As I mentioned before, we have dispensed with an outside speaker. It's our view that these ceremonies need to be tolerably short and the time spent should be focused on our graduates. And every once in a while I remind people that I also incline to this approach by a painful experience I had at my high school graduation when I and my 819 fellow graduates were regaled in 95-degree heat for almost an hour on the evils of smoking. An experience that was somewhat akin to waterboarding. But so now we forego an outside speaker and focus most of our time on these young men and women. It is, after all, their day. But that said, the speech you are foregoing today undoubtedly would have imparted words of wisdom that you can remember, and that will become the secrets to your success. Advice like work hard, be persistent, ethical, kind, generous, give back, help those less fortunate, and so on. And while all of these are truly good principles and rules to live by, I hope by now they have all been impressed on you many times, and I suspect you've heard them all so often that the marginal benefit of me or anyone else telling them to you again is near zero. So I won't repeat them, just do them, okay? But there is one thing I do want to say to you today, which is that I hope that you will take with you from your years here on the hilltop is a great deal of confidence in yourself and pride in your alma mater. Bradley University is truly a great institution of higher learning. There are literally tens of thousands of Bradley graduates all across the nation and even all across the world who have parlayed their Bradley education into positions of great responsibility and leadership. This education that you have received here and the credibility, respect, and prestige that comes with it empowers you to succeed at whatever you choose to do and to become a leader in whatever endeavors you choose to pursue, whether it be in politics, government, private business, education, nonprofit service, the military, religious organizations, you name it. Wherever your life journey takes you, your Bradley education will serve you well. Every year, Bradley ranks among the nation's best for many of our various disciplines and as an institution as a whole. A particularly notable one that I always like to cite is that this past year, for the second year in a row, the Wall Street Journal ranked Bradley among the top 10 colleges and universities. That's top 10, not top 10%, top 10 out of over 2,600 of them. For student engagement in their education. That's the top 0.2%. And it's a great tribute that reflects our remarkably low student-faculty ratio, our small interactive classes and strong mentoring relationships with faculty, our innumerable internships, seminars, and independent projects, and our study abroad opportunities. And last year, PayScale, Inc., an organization that promotes and tracks human capital, ranked Bradley among the very top four-year colleges in the country for providing education that increases lifetime earning potential based on the success of our graduates. So all the evidence is that you are leaving here with a great education and a great future. And another sign of the strength of a Bradley education, you may have noticed, it was kind of hard to miss, that we are well along in the construction of our new $100 million, 270,000 square foot state-of-the-art home for our Foster College of Business and Caterpillar College of Engineering. This fabulous new facility will provide generations of future students with spectacular facilities for cutting-edge learning and interdisciplinary study that employers tell us will be increasingly demanded in our rapidly evolving economy. It will stand as a testament to the great future of this university and the optimism of everyone who has made this facility possible. I have read recently from multiple sources that success in life and careers turns as much on what are called soft skills as it does on the hard skills that most associate with a college education. Raw information and pure technical acuity can be drilled into students everywhere. And in fact, today, facts can be accessed almost in infinite amounts simply by going to the internet. And the knowledge that is important and relevant today is likely to be irrelevant tomorrow. In fact, it is estimated that roughly 60% of the jobs that will be in the workforce 25 years from now, when all of you will still be in your prime working years, those jobs don't even exist yet today. So what makes someone successful in life and distinguishes leaders from those who struggle to achieve are these soft skills, or what many call people skills. Skills like the ability to keep learning and adapting to a changing environment, to maintain focus, to listen carefully to others, to compromise, to have empathy and grasp where others are coming from, the ability to keep perspective, to manage time and stress, and self-discipline. In short, all those things that enable a person to have good judgment in dealing with people and situations that you will confront throughout your lives. These are the skills that distinguish a Bradley education and empower its graduates, you, to be successful. And this is why, even as higher education today generally is going through a difficult transitional period, Bradley will always continue to thrive, because our rigorous yet intimate and engaged learning environment offers students a well-rounded education, one that provides them with a complete repertoire of both hard and soft skills, enabling them to live successful, productive, and happy lives. This education you have received here, and the credibility, respect, and prestige that comes with it, empowers you to succeed at whatever you choose to do and to become a leader in whatever endeavors you choose to pursue. And wherever your life journey takes you, your Bradley education will serve you very well. So in wrapping up, and again, be proud of Bradley and what you have accomplished here. I can assure you that what you have achieved over these past few years here is no small accomplishment. And I promise you that you are prepared for success. And as you pursue your lives and careers wherever you go, please tell everyone the story about this wonderful university, sing its praises, and then stay in touch with us and give back in whatever ways you can, so Bradley continue to be as great or greater in this next century as it has been for the past 121 years. And that's the end of my preaching for today. So let us begin the bestowing of degrees. Today we are going to begin our degree conferrals with a special presentation. We are bestowing an honorary degree this morning on someone who has had a most profound impact on this university. After 37 years on the hilltop, Mr. Gary Anna has decided he's ready for retirement. Mr. Anna was a student at Bradley in the early 1970s, graduating in 1975 with a degree in accounting. After a few years working in one of the major accounting firms, he started working at Bradley in early 1971 as the university controller. A couple of years later, he moved into his current role that today has the title of Senior Vice President for Business Affairs. Along the way, he even served as interim president for a time. It would be impossible to overstate the contribution Mr. Anna has made to Bradley over his 37 years here. I believe that a strong case can be made that in the 121-year history of this university, with the exception of Mrs. Bradley. Nobody has had a more profound impact or done more to make this great university what it is. For well over a quarter of a century, Mr. Anna has overseen all of Bradley's financial affairs, budgeting, investments, facilities, including the renovation and construction of all new buildings, grounds and maintenance, human resources, insurance and risk management. He was the contact person with our outside counsel on all legal matters. In short, for decades, he has done the critical work of at least 3 full-time senior administrators. And on top of that, even on matters over which he did not have jurisdiction, his knowledge of the institution and the community and his experience, along with his incredible insight, wisdom, provided invaluable counsel for all of the rest of us at the university. He has never pursued a personal agenda. He's always put the interests of his beloved Bradley University, its students, and its faculty above his own. And his honesty and integrity is unfailing. I can say with all sincerity that it has been an honor and an education for me to work with him and to call him a true friend. I and everyone else at Bradley will miss him dearly as he retires this summer after 37 years of stewarding Bradley through many ups and downs. I only hope that all of us here have learned enough from him to keep his legacy of great stewardship alive. And I thank him for all he has done for me personally and for Bradley. At this time, I would like to invite Provost Zakahi to the podium to read the honorary citation for the Doctor of Humane Letters for Mr. Gary Anna.
Today, we honor an alumnus who expertly portrays the sentiment that leadership and service are mutually indispensable. Gary Anna has served Bradley University faithfully ever since he joined the administrative staff in 1981 as controller. Over the course of his tenure, he has provided counsel and continuity to 5 of the university's presidents and many other administrators. In his current role as Senior Vice President for Business Affairs, Anna's main responsibilities involve the oversight of Bradley's financials, facilities, and human resources. As treasurer, he manages the university's investment portfolios, including an endowment of over $300 million, the highest in Bradley's history. The campus has changed dramatically since Anna's arrival, and he has shepherded many of those projects, most recently the ongoing construction of the new business and engineering complex. After graduating from Bradley in 1975 with a degree in business administration, Anna began his professional career at PricewaterhouseCoopers. He is a certified public accountant and a member of the American Institute and the Illinois State Society of Certified Public Accountants. Anna also provides leadership skills on a number of community and advisory boards. He is a director and past chairman of the Human Services Center, director and treasurer of the Biefeld Foundation, a member and past chairman of the Community Advisory Board of OSF St. Francis Hospital, and a director of Peoria Next. President Roberts, in recognition of his remarkable achievements and innovation in a variety of industries and in honor of his demonstrated commitment to lifelong learning, I am honored to present Gary Anna for the honorary degree of Human Letters honoris causa. Will Mr. Anna and President Roberts please join me to present this honorary degree?
In recognition of Gary Anna's personal contributions and his professional career that has made such a positive impact on this university, I am proud to present this honor. By the power vested in me and with the authority of the Bradley University Board of Trustees, I hereby award Gary Anna the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
I think I can do this.
Thank you, President Roberts, Provost Sakahi, and thank you to the Board of Trustees. I also want to thank my colleagues, co-workers, certainly the faculty, staff, and alumni who make this institution the special place that it is. It's been a privilege serving with you. And I want to thank my wife, Barb, our sons, Stephen and David, family and friends. They've been foundational to our collective efforts. And to today's graduates, I'm humbled, appreciative, and thrilled to join you as a member of the class of 2018. Go Braves!
We will now begin honoring our graduates with their degrees. To be courteous to members of the audience and to keep the program moving, please hold your applause until all graduates in that particular college are recognized. We will appreciate that. First, we will confer our graduate degrees. I want to make a special note this morning that we have 15 distance learning graduates. This is the first class of distance learning graduates that we have ever had here at Bradley. These students are from our online courses, and they reside around the entire country. Some of them have come great distances to be with us here today. So Dr. Walter Sakahi, again, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, will introduce the candidates. Dr. Sakahi.
Will all the candidates from the graduate school please rise? President Roberts, these candidates, already holding bachelor's degrees, having met the requirements established by the faculty and the executive committee of the graduate faculty, and having achieved notable progress in their special fields of advanced learning, are presented for their appropriate graduate degrees.
On the recommendation of the Dean of the Graduate School and in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon all of you the degree for which you have been recommended by your faculty, with all of the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
The graduates will now come forward to receive their doctoral and master's hoods and diplomas and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dr. Jeffrey Bakken, Dean of the Graduate School.
Mary Margaret Evans. Haley Jane Hare. Hannah Christine Booker. Luke Luku. Okay. Kyle Andrew Luca. Patrick Jordan Finn. Carly Miles. Lauren Ann Gaelic. Derek Jane Nunamaker. Lauren Kelsey Storage. Thank you. Christine Michelle Gatliff. Patrick Kevin Tan. Andrew David Lurch. Caitlin Hulchauser. Nicholas Christopher Burke. Matthew Thomas Krensnika. Callie Lynn Myers. Samantha Ann Schnickels. Carissa Ann Nyhauser. Patricia Jean Shahid. Jamie Lynn Brown. Zachary Michael Kovacevic. Michael James Jewell. Michael Andrew Slack. Matthew Michael Miller. Kyle Robert Bernhardt. Curtis Jean Beresdorf. William Grover Bestler. Casey Jonathan Campbell. Sarah Elizabeth Cleveland. Tania Mathis. Lisa Michelle Peterson. Chandrasen Ramesh Lal Rathod. Richa Shah. Jennifer Lauren Smoots. Christopher Edward Rennie, Spencer Steele, Brett Matthew Altoff, Wesley James Coleman, Rebecca Noel Borchard, Hannah Job Haberman, Madeline Ellen Pokcha, Mackenzie Jamie McCall, Joseph Wayne Burrow, Margaret Mary Colivas, Stefan Marcel Miller, Alexandra Lynn Bryn, Beatrice Victoria Levitt, Christopher Michael Willis, Rudy Ocha, Thomas Kevin Marvin, Andrew Michael White, Derek Daniel Drago, Adam Robert Wojciechowski, Amanda Nicole Pavlavsky, Grace Line Jungers, Samantha Elena Newmark, Jamie Elizabeth Litschmidt, Tyler Murray Behrens, Julia Christine Gokul,
Next, graduates from the College of Education and Health Sciences. Yes, and Health Sciences. This includes students from our very first class in dietetics master's program. Graduates, please come forward to receive your master's hoods and diplomas and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dr. Bakken.
Alison Rose Borland, Sophia Mary Astrin, Michelle Ann Burness, Kaylee Nicole Bro, Lillian James Lamero, Hillary Tiller, Elizabeth Jordan Hill, Rachel Lynn Skelton, Colette Renee Fleder, Brittany Nicole Horton, Brittany Lynn Klein, Elizabeth McKay Olson, Catherine Drew, Chase Douglas Bushman, Nicole Elena Murud, Angela Elaine Gilbert, Stephanie Hirsch, Latrice Trinity Gale, Tabetha Popenga, Lindsay Tizon, Seher Reshamwala, Taylor Lauren King, Caitlin Thompson, Emily Lauren Bausalger, Taylor Ashley Brooke, Lauren Nicole Brown, Melissa Ann Ford, Max Theodore Dutz, Catherine Elizabeth Fowler, Taylor Bin In Chang, Sydney Bree Hansen, Emily Marie Foss, Emma Marie Greenhill,
Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, we have graduates from the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology. Please come forward to receive your master's hoods and diplomas and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dr. Bakken.
Mohammad Hamza Makawi Ahmed, Venkata Manohara Mahesh Komati, Farquan Ul Akh, Chandrasekhar Taniru, Rasagnya Gaza, Venu Waka, Tasneem Khalifa Abdul Zaid, Samuel Ruday Zakam, Maurya Lankapoto. Mark Ethan Hines. Faizan Al-Mir. Kenneth Lee Jackson. Rizwan Muhammad. Vineet George Kuriakos. Muhammad Rahil Al-Qureshi. Thank you, Travis. Travis Rins. Yamuna Shri Sabati. Pavan Kumar Akula. Vardhini Soumya Alluri. Akhil Dachepalli. Satish Chandra Amurtaluri. Abhishek Shri Prasad Khare. Chetna Goriga. Rohit Reddy Lakadi. Ashok Kumar McKenna. Amir Ali Beg Mughal. Ziauddin Muhammad. Farhan Muhammad. Sahiti Ravi. Mujahid Parvez Sheikh. Krishna Reddy Veena. Sivasai Kartikeya Vemuri.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please come forward to receive your master's hoods and diplomas and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dr. Bakken.
Caroline Sue William Schindler. Caroline Sue William Schindler. Nicole Ruth Oberly. Tyron Murray Basting. Christine Marie Hendricks. Paige Nicole Pearson. Kevin Bruce Cappy. Jenny Williams. Vega Patel Manchireddy. Bani Sarunya Adipodi. Afreen Rahman. Abhishek Sai Apikonda. Tulsi Ram Reddy Baduri. Amarendra Balaneni. Durga Pujita Boduluri. Baby Pravalika Chimri. Aditya Pavan Gudati. Sai Ram Kanakanala. Avanti Kantamucha. Sai Saket Karnam. Venkata Swati Kolluru. Seha Komareddy. Sai Vinay Kumar Kopala. Manoj Kundrapakam. Shweta Chaudhary Namburi. Naga Srinivas Nannamapeni. Mohana Kanaka Venkata Chaitana Omunu. Venkatesh Potru. Rama Devi Rachakonda. Narmada Rayala. Prashant Kumar Sripati. Sri Vidya Sudare. Annie Benita Thomas. Yashwant Reddy Vankuri. Pravalika Vemulapalli.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Let's give all these graduates one more round of applause. And now the candidates for undergraduate degrees will now be presented. And they'll be presented in the order that they appear in your program. So once again, Dr. Walter Zakahi, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, will introduce the candidates. Dr. Zakahi.
Will all the candidates from the 5 undergraduate colleges please rise? President Roberts, these candidates majoring in programs of the Foster College of Business, the Henry Pindell Slane College of Communications and Fine Arts, the College of Education and Health Sciences, the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences have completed their work prescribed by the faculty and are presented for their appropriate degrees.
On the recommendation of the deans of the respective colleges and in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by your faculty, with all of the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
The graduates will now come forward to receive their diplomas and be congratulated by President Roberts and their dean. First, from the Foster College of Business, Interim Dean Matthew O'Brien. First from the Foster College of Business, Interim Dean Matthew O'Brien. All other graduates may be seated at this time.
Kayla Marie Giss. Anitza Martins. Daniel James Vandewalker. Mark Daniel Hernandez. Trevor Philip Conrad. Michael Thomas DeGioia. David Kenneth Jensen. Brenna Marie Mulholland. Blake Thomas Foster. Sebastian Urban. Connor Edward Courts. Dominic Jerome Coonan. Zachary James Evans. James Patrick O'Hara. Brian James Fisher. Johnny Habib Gontus. Khushbu Patel. Madeline Marie Weber. Mary Catherine Walsh. Andrew James McEllier. Jake Capco. Evanda Bohene. Colin Robert Burton. Michael Edward Lamke. Shilpat Alili. Tyler Charles Biondo. Justin Allen Shermer. Justin Robert Burkhart. Solomon Ocampo. Daniel Lewis Barton. Amy Nicole Manfredo. Warren John Gillies. Ahmed Saker. Zachary Rade Repair Copper. David Bedford DiBernardi. Anne Elizabeth Benishek. James Robert Biderbeck. Brian Patrick Hebson. Daniel Robert Lensing, Abigail Rose Wellens, Allison Leah Skesha, Ayush Dharmesh Doshi, Wyatt James Milish, Falk Lucas Dennert, Jessica Paige Sparks, Fiona Patricia Dialba, Marilyn Leone, Kevin Richard Coyne, Jason Anthony Skelton, Timothy Hui Fan, Martin Joseph Glynn, Alexander William Bronner, Zachary Grant Fuelberth, Mitchell Guy Schneider, Luke Thornton Hutchins, Andrew Jonathan Bosma, Madison Claire Schwagert, Cody Muller Carroll, Angela April Osborne, Hannah Jo Haberman, Madeline Ellen Pocacha, Mackenzie Jamie McCall, Joseph Wayne Barrow, Margaret M. Colivas, Stephen Marcel Miller, Alexandra Lynn Brunn, Beatrice Victoria Levitt, Christopher Michael Willis, Rudy Ochoa, Thomas Kevin Marvin, Andrew Michael White, Derek Daniel Dragu, Adam Robert Wojciechowski, Amanda Nicole Pavlasek, Grace Elaine Jungers, Samantha Elana Newmark, Jamie Elizabeth Bleckschmidt, Taylor Marie Behrens, Julia Christine Kokol,
Brittany Elizabeth Earl, Trevor Wayne Dilbeck, Bridget Alumna Cole, Tia Mack, Joshua Jonathan Flaction, Benjamin Allen Packman, Braden Harley Sternklar, Daniel Thomas Winters, Kaylee M. Naday, Jessica Sumzameda, Alexander Julian Alicia, Ilya Vaso Book, Luke Anthony Nelson, Franklin Edward Crisp III. Alec Brayton Nicolesi. Joshua John Ehrman. Ethan Alexander Supler. William James Jeffroy. Alexis Jessica Lucas. Jacob Reed Wolf. Mitchell Allen McIntyre. Drake William Einhorst. Chelsea Deanne Stewart. Miranda Adair Smith. Nicole M. Castillo. Nicole Catherine Funk. Adriana Marie Arvia. Cecily Calhoun Scott Martin. Megan Chapman Carroll. Logan Elizabeth Namemi. Taylor Ann Wilhelm. Nathaniel Jack DeLauder. Kelsey Ann Vogt. Luke James Versavid. Molly Suzanne Patterson. Kenneth Michael Stevens. Jack Edmund Bilizek. Mateos Adam Stewart. Brian Daniel Fouts. Alexandra Marie Kavalauskas. Kaylee Christine Veloff. Cameron D. Coute. Brittany Nicole Booth. Megan Elisa Morger. Drew Curtis Hillman. Noah Workman. Rachel Ann Johnson. Lauren Elizabeth Carney. Sydney Tyler Riggs with Tucker. Olivia De La Rosa. Marquita Richardson. Natasha Lynn Prosek. Taylor Ann Dorman. Sarah Ann Bujold. Christina Nicole Herbst. Teresa Grace Spinner. Brett Alexander Carlson. Nicholas Edward Vincent. Samuel Ryan Gabelhoff. Andrew Day Junkins. Troy Thomas Phillips.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, graduates from the Henry Pendel Slang College of Communication and Fine Arts, please stand and come forward to receive your diploma and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dean Jeffrey Huberman.
Kevin Michael Mikolacek. Hannah Lee Gaska. Jacqueline Aaron Payne. Eric William Bedwell. Eric Swanson Isley. Jamie Allison Lankford. Logan Marie Dowell. Gabriela Garcia. Erin Sue Hackenmuller. Ashley Faith Hutchison. Erin Nicole Bendel. Shelby Eileen Johnson. Katie Gail Goldsmith. Caitlin Marie Christensen. Sarah Marie Huchko. Nikita Lynette Tai-Ting Fong. Andrew Richard Vest. Nathaniel Clay Jackson. Sarah Grace Cobb. Danielle Rosalie Brewer. Kelly Louise Clay. Charisse Marie Burrell. Christian Jacob Shipbach. Casey Marie Miller. Rose Maying O'Kelly. Logan Reed Chinall. Todd Horwich. Todd Joseph Horwich. Connor Richard Murphy. Savannah Paige Reese. Danielle Dretska Madero. Pooja Rushanapalli. Alma Marie Danka. Teresa Hernandez. Samantha Nicole Bondi. Jediah Kane Vaughn. Tyler D. Hitchings. Rachel Erin Graffio. Gabriela Marie Mastropolo. Justin Arturo Rodriguez Hand. Jason Sebastian Rodriguez Hand. James Michael Clark. Chun Su Huang. Tyler Matthew Gould. David Lawrence Matus. Christina Cliver. Adeola Fashola. Stefan Nicholas Cantero Guadalupe. Jessica Marie Potter. Zachary Ryan Abbott. Joshua Chandler Estill. Arwen Smith Boyer. Courtney Marie Hughes. Eric Ariel Santos. Kevin Adams. Trenton James Eli. Austin Tanner Holt. Brett Douglas Fraley. Anna Jane Schuver. Clayton Joseph Frankel. Elizabeth Ann Johnson. Donald Connor O'Brien. Jacqueline Elizabeth Clark. Amir Mitchell. Kira Tiani Green. Erin Alexandra Julius. Brian Nelson Hake. Makoto Hashimoto. Brant Logan Weberg. Frank H. Parsnott. Stephen James Dietrich. Nicole Ann Nocera. Emma Jane Strick.
Michelle Rice. Chris J. Dolphin. Bo Michael Woodcock. Adam Matthew Roman. Chase Miller Curlin. Kevin Delaney Schumacher. Jeffrey I. Rabin. Justin Bradley Haynen. Adam Eric Johnson. Griffith Michael Sassano. Kevin Gerard Herber. Anna Marie DeBerry. Jessica Ann Grady. Haley Elizabeth Holmes. Madison Marie Scannion. Emma Lucia Murphy. Cassandra Joy Ulrich. Derek Michael Brannock. Rebecca Abigail Farr. Zachary Benjamin Olson. Mason James Bohr. Daniel Alessandra Snyder. Lauren Elizabeth Goler. Angela Christina Serrano. Shane Christopher Grimes. Christopher Martin Savon Bass. Samuel Furman Dentruff. Emily Marie Gerges. Samara Brooke Oberman. Anthony Jameson Lamb. Cheyenne L'Oreal Taylor. Jordan McKaylee Wallace. Mariah Catherine Nolan. Jenna Christine Nitzwitz. Anna Corinne Stevenson. Mackenzie Rose Parker. Kylie Nicole Higgins. Sierra Dawn Tidman. Mercy Broquet Perhay. Alicia Norris. Molly Elizabeth Wilson. Kayla Zioun Michaels. Lindsayana Marie Kolovitz. Beck Michael Petusek. Daniel Austin Anderson. Adam A. Mueller. Jamie Rachel Glasshofer. Samantha Marie Delaria. Vincent Edward Delaria. Ashley Elizabeth Capecci. Nathan Michael Wiesenhahn. Kevin McSherry Lindgren. Austin Branneman. Brooke Janelle Gardner. Carolyn Joy Letzel. Emma Marie Heth. Jenna Marie Omiko. Lisa Lee Stemmons. Caitlin Marie Gertis. Kelly Marie Robel. Renee Elise Helfrich. Carly Ann Pepper. Allison Ann Crone. Ali Elizabeth Stokowitz. Andrew John Akers. Victoria Ugabor. Gabriela Gutierrez. Savannah Alexis Chacon. Destiny Castaneda. Shandell Nicole Cleary.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, graduates from the College of Education and Health Sciences, please stand and come forward to receive your diploma and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dean Joan Sattler. The graduates who will receive teaching certificates in secondary education will receive their degrees from the colleges offering their major subject fields.
Ashley Jacqueline Jones and Charlie. Kaylee Ann Walsh. Laura Christine Neustadt. Mary Victoria Carlo. Virginia Louise Orth. Kelsey Mary McDonald. Melissa Marie Kelly. Drew Jacob Hitson. Donald Albert Algozine. Shivani Jagat Bilka. Paige Elizabeth Reeser. Jessica Mary Rakers. Michelle Lynn Malone. Caitlin Maureen Gilday. Anna Rose Gavalik. Rebecca Michelle Gaynor. Erica Nicole Flynn. Allison Maureen Kurth. Hannah Marie Dimitri. Jill Diane Emerson. Cassandra Morgan Anderson. Kirsten Morgan Rasnick. Corinne Maria Piazza. Lindsay Ann Menster. Shannon Marie Galligan. Natalie Therese Hamp. Heather Lynn Wyatt. Lauren Christina Roberts. Halise Rivka Cole. Patricia Jean Nettles. Bennett Robeneker Apple. Carolyn Ann Beckman. Lawrence David Gleason II. Megan Kathleen Palubin. Cassandra Gutierrez Valdez. Erin Nicole Ralph. Lindsay Nadine Foster. Telly Devon Hunter Jr. Madison Nicole Delamuth. Caitlin Bellen McCarran. Afton Joy Kemp. Addie Nicole Mashing. Brittany Lynn Verbenik. Corina Marie Roy. Meredith Rosemary Crowley. Summer Ann Sepulveda. Alexis Nicolette McGovern. Natalie Marie O'Connor. Elizabeth Jane Beckman. Margoshata Kaniaversky. Margaretza Kaniveski. Anna Grace Hansen. Erin Marie Gadel. Elizabeth Ann Frani. Sarah Elizabeth Cordell. Alexandra Barbara Liebiginski. Hannah Susan Fabry. Elizabeth Ann Laurie. Megan Elizabeth Drilling. Michelle Lynn Mariotti. Grace Ashley Henderson. Sage Mallory Norwood. Meredith Ashlyn Brewer. Andrew Michael Knight. Charles Robert Olson. Christopher Thomas Miles. Evan Frank Miles. Alexis Ray Lummis. Joashley Joyce Kalingasyan. Joashley Joyce Kalingasyan. Alexa Ann Brandt. Brianne Nicole Burt. Jessica Alanis Molina. Cassania Anna Marie Mack. Jalen James E. Bell III. Nicole Ray Gapin. Giovanna Dominique Petway.
Kathleen Virginia O'Brien. Haley Ann Roberts. Elizabeth Catherine Gaydon. Alexis Marie Palais. Jennifer Alyssa Calicott. Sydney Madison Lockbaum. Alexa Ann Burek. Ava Louise Volonichik. Volonichik. Courtney Paige Nitzel. Brandon Naftali Castillo. Sandra Beatrice Medrano. Kaylee Klein Alter. Caitlin Marie Fabro. Allison Rose Thurn. Alexi Marie Lukowski. Sarah Ann Petty. Brittany Nicole Freiberg. Matthew Michael Dory. Hannah Marie Pavlison. Samuel August Miller. Shelby Jade Brown. Zoe Margaret Vogt. Sadie Pierce Mulligan. Sarah Lynn Wagner. Anna Carey Smith. Yvonne Gutierrez. Jalen Taylor Hull. Jamie Marie Lividay. Jessica Bayling. Erin Margaret O'Brien. Madeline Marie Lee. Nicholas George Shovasek. Faye Gabrielle Ignofo. Allison Ann Lopez. Kelly Megan Mordini. Lauren Claire Pauling. Abigail Ryan Rudney. Lauren Ashley Sadorf. Robert Carl Hertigan. Valerie Rose Granter. Joanna Marie Fergal. Louis James Martin. Ryan Peter Lamb. Allison Christine Radicki. Kara Rose Schwinky. Samantha Marie Dean. Dana Lynn Van Wert. Kimberly Nicole May. Haley Renee Thorne. Mariana Areola. Caitlin Elise Tibbs. Jeffrey Eric Pagano. Jamie Renee Tollefson. Taylor Ann Mattis. Rebecca Loveland Handler. Sarah Angela Eilers. Haley Elise Meckenkoff. Catherine Angelia Diener. Elisa K. Reed. Carolyn R. Newford. Caitlin Ann Waller. Haley Elizabeth Craig. Brittany Nicole Robinson. Raylan Marie Hoskins. Jillian Marie Shimkowitz. Kaylee Michelle Borcheller. Emily Ann Banwart. Amy Tamara Moy. Erin Marie Leland. Julia Ray Brody. Sarah Beth Fleming. Susan Rachel Leva. Kayla Simone Anderson. Nicole Rose Tomsovic. Demetra Rosary Lawless.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, graduates from the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, please stand and come forward to receive your diploma and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dean Lex Akers.
Sarah Elders. Samuel Dylan Klooster. Colleen Ann Berry. Emma Catherine Woods. Shannon Therese O'Brien. Haley Nicole Langley. Hannah Rose Junius, Zachary Robert Oakes, Samuel Francis Casey, Michelle Salturos, Trevor Christian Rice, Benjamin Scott Dashkowitz, Sarah Ann Kuzi, Grant Isaac Hovey, Nicholas Raymond Oth, Luke Isaac Viju, Zach Lee Wright, Kenneth Andrew Armstrong, Kenneth Allen Bankard, Michael Zachary Dudzinski, Javier Lopez, Aurora Delgado, Crystal Alexi Areola, Alexis Elizabeth Robeson, Sebastian Khalid Al-Naif, Daniel Francis Luzan, Roman Moratz, Adrian R. Heretique, Christian Charles Davis, Samuel James Macaulay, Jordan Thomas Odifred Zauner, Alex Thomas Herbs, Sean Michael Miller, Jake Seeger, Gabriel Alexander Olson Mendoza, Luca Antonio Betger, Michael Alexander Soteno, Jared Walden Spilkey, Jared Weldon Spilkey, Scott Alexander Cabrera, Bryce Cameron Mack, Andrew Dale Fandel, Christopher Joseph Noe, James Patrick Ramsey, Aditya Bharat Patel, John Russell Volanti, Igor Myron Drab, Andrew Christopher Trocki, Abby Nicole Bueller, John Jeffrey Roop, Aaron Matthew Green Van Zee, Zachary Richard Pakula, Peter Anthony Borowski, Michael Frank Castelluccio, Joshua David Strong, Andrew Robert Schultz, Caleb S. Happich, Zachary R. Thomas, Evan Christian Kruger, Spencer Alexander Hauser, Trevor Allen Peterson, Jake Ryan Ruiz, Kareem El Rafi, Adam Christopher Swalstead, Kendra Marie Willman, Dangking Huang, Meng Yi Lu, Dalton Jones, Michael Otto Beer, Judson Andrew Bro, Stephanie Fotini Maglares, Leah Ann Duke,
Trains Leon Battle, Kevin Edward Kruger, Blake Lloyd Strait, Nicholas Anthony Stewart, Kyle Maurice Cardell, Caleb Victor Imp, Jacob Christian Taylor, Thomas Louis Helm, Benioset Alexei Zuarez Lopez, Nicholas Anthony Rossi, Safa Baha, Garrett J. Chinney, Philip John Thomas Gretti, Anthony Joseph Basile, Tristan Joseph Leager, Caleb Michael Camperth, Ryan Abraham Stokes, Andrew Raymond Wyrek, Devin Thomas McDonald, Joseph Michael Mesnad, Reid Wells Kendrina, Francis Lauren Stewart, Austin Simbal, Dominic Richard Schlutler, Jacob Ryan Ernest Hepner, Brandon J. Larson, Victoria Marcia Magna, Alaina Rita Pulhar Schaffer, Ethan Edward Drosowski, Kyle Anthony Whiterek, Daniel Anthony Ramirez, Lane Skylar Martin, Jonathan Adam Jonas Loker, congrats, Neil Patel, Kevin Velasquez, Nathan Charles Goodchild, Grant Thomas Pyatt, Huenes Saha Ken, Kevin Oyster, Zachary Michael May, Cody Michael Downs, Riley Patrick Jackson, Vincent Nels Swanson, Trevor Wayne Sprague, Trevor Rexroad, Travis William Park, Wilson Lee Gilkerson, Stephen Michael Schwartz, Michaela Ann Hawkins, Noah Daniel Glick, Hugh Lee, Robert Darrell Harris, Habib Al-Antari, Abdul Rahman Al-Rubaya, Abdul Aziz Al-Rashidi, Muhammad Al-Rashidi, Ghazi Al-Haribi, Abdullah Al-Marshad, Eric Arthur Best, Matthew Charles McCrory, Erin Marie Ross, Dorothy Drioshia, Graham Ray Hatunian,
Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please stand and come forward to receive your diploma and be congratulated by President Roberts and Dean Christopher Jones.
Caleb Ronald Rumpel, Jordan Christopher Pickner, Logan Michael LaFollette, Austin Eugene Gladfelter, Torrin Nelson Rapp, Seth Andrew Hostetler, Michael Dale Schott, Clay Reagan Kleindienst, Darius Adam Jalowick, Joshua Charles Owens, Patrick A. Bruce, Samuel Christopher Streed, Jennifer Lindsay Camp Harris, Kevin Dennis Hageman, Yvette Mendez, Patrick Anthony DePinto. Max Jared Palmer. Dylan Joseph Karras. Adam Lewis Sundling. Preston James Widmer. Netta Samsaria. Megan Lee Lamont. Alicia Michalina Petramali. Emily Marie Unruh. Madeline Ann Kapecki. Sarah Marie Johnson. Cecilia Irene Lentz. Katie Lynn Metcalf. Tessa M. Camp. Gabrielle Barazio. Brittany Ann Hooten. Susanna Nedick. Kevin Ann Topoleski. Brianna Amanda Tate. Nana Danielle Arnosico. Lanye Jackie Lampley. Taisha Shamire Lou Smith. Monique M. Funches. Maya Antoinette Cole. Lauren Violet Christo. Michaela Lynn Robbins. Amber Caitlin Clover. Carly Ray Wooden. Taylor Ray Burgless. Michael Lee Wilt Tim. Crystal Alvarez. Maribel Delara. Tammy Gina Yost. Yanitza Maria Castillo. Dawn Okira Ewald. Scott Anthony Duda. Nicholas Tyler Ikello. Michael Rene Vasquez. Jacob Raymond Jones. Gina Therese Camerata. Taylor Ann Teal. Bryce Leland Schwerbrock. Alyssa Nicole Nordmeyer. Michael Craig Solata. Jacob L. Starry. Dylan J. Bull. Forrest Eugene Glenn. Brandon Kyle Davenport. Alice Marie Alpo. Corey Faith Anderson. Madison Noel Cecilia Galing. Rachel Ann Kozinski. Shelby M. Brown. Caitlin Amanda Foster. Rylan A. Martin. Sidra Iqbal. Anthony A. Weber. John H. Ebersol III. Jacob Russell Gill. Gina Piatek. David Jamal Wadi. Jack Jordan Bridge.
Taylor May Harrison. Emily Marie Gates. Christian James Michael Price. Hannah Rochelle Rosenfeld. Michael Joseph Weedle. Andrew Markian Slobinski. Cameron McKee Conklin. Nicole Catherine Duran. Jessica Lynn Hack. Patrick Daniel Cox. Sarah Michelle Brem. Steve Herrera. Madeline Claire Tracy. Shelby Lynn Koneman. Shi Ming Zhang. Gerald Thomas Regib. Jeremy Scott Linsky. David Jeffrey Heineck. Angela Nicole Leontieff. Stephanie Moik Mariaro Savoni. Alejandra De Lassa. Andrew Donald Bednarts. Reno Patrick Murphy. Brian Patrick Zoter. Fadul Ali Al-Mafia. John Michael Coons with Athena. Jeremiah Joseph Britton. Timothy Gary Morgan. Emily Marie Formia. Shiva Aurora Lemon Rios. Annika Schluter. Amanda Genevieve Brown. Whitaker Gramley. Dante Haran Thomas. Jonathan Frederick Thiessen. Joshua David Ginsel. Ryan Ronald Cornell. Matthew D. Bauer. Amber Creo. Brandon Andrew Sheridan. Allie Jo Hoffman. Jessica Marie Dema. Alexandra Lynn Cusato. Carson Darrow. Lynette Tritz. Kelly Erlene Donovan. Marissa Renee Kleinman. Everly Karika Davis. Sean R. Farron. Ryan M. Malawansky. David Jacob Taggets. Eric Michael Buchanan. Matthew Wiggins. Catherine Jo Zappia. Shane Donovan McMullen. Sydney Gabriella Marcio. Angela Alyssa Crespo. Adam Lee Loescher. Emily Renee Brewer. Abigail Elizabeth Schmidt. Catherine Nicole Chatterton. Natalie Landon. Daniel Arthur Beckencheck. Robert Stewart Miller. Michael Constantine Saturos. Alec Daniel Murphy. David Cohn. Stephen Gallagher. Cody Jacob Graham. Joshua Frederick Lidoar. David Ryan Hawk. Jaylene Amara Pruitt. Sarah Jane Hayes. Sterling David Hostetter. Desiree Ann Coleman. Veronica Marie George. Caitlin Elizabeth Chambers. Carrie Ann Martinez. Deleon Catherine Bodum. Julia Summerfield Stutzel. Ian Keith McGlasson. Sarah Deanne McGlasson. Kaylin Rochelle Sims. Ann Ellsworth Strieger Kennedy. Kim Nicole Beasley. Brooke Ann Beasley. And William Lewis Bellis with Okie.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Thank you all. We have one final order of business to attend to. We have an additional honor to bestow upon two of our graduates. And to do so, I invite to the podium Lieutenant Colonel John Cross and Cadets Caleb Campworth and Nicholas Chovanchik.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is indeed a day of celebration for Bradley University's ROTC program and the family and friends of our esteemed cadets. With the loving support of his friends and family, Cadet Caleb Campworth will be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. Serving in the Army Reserve as an engineer officer, and after a 4-year journey with the loving support of his friends and family, Cadet Nicholas Chovansek will likewise be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army, serving on active duty as an Army nurse. Cadet Campworth is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering, and Cadet Chovansek is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in nursing. The oath of the office, which I'm getting ready to give, is steeped in tradition, dating back to the days of the Continental Army. This oath is similar to the one that George Washington and his officers took as they led our nation to our independence. Today, our officers lead the Army in protecting and preserving those same freedoms for future generations. The oath holds officers accountable for sound moral judgment and leadership. Officers are given a very special trust, a moral obligation to lead the young men and women of our armed forces and to preserve the very independence and freedom of our nation. At this time, we will place the rank of second lieutenant on the shoulders of our cadets. After this, I will issue the oath of office. Will the parents of Cadets Caleb Campworth and Nicholas Chovansek please join us on stage? Pinning on the rank for Caleb Campworth will be his parents, Ms. Tanya Campworth and Mr. Kent Campworth. Pinning on the rank for Cadet Chovansek will be his parents, Ms. Deb Summers Larney and Colonel David Chovansek. At this time, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, lieutenants. We will now conduct the first salute ceremony for Lieutenants Campworth and Chovansek. During this significant tradition, new lieutenants receive their first salute from a non-commissioned officer of choice, an NCO who's had a significant influence in the officer's life or development. In return for this honor, the newly commissioned lieutenant presents the non-commissioned officer with a silver dollar. This silver dollar serves as a reminder of this occasion and carries forward a long-standing tradition of the professional relationship between officers and non-commissioned officers, a relationship that is based on mutual trust, respect, and confidence. Our new officers, Lieutenant Campworth and Lieutenant Chovansek, will receive their first salute from Sergeant First Class retired Nathan Haynes. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our commissioning of the Army's newest second lieutenants. Congratulations to all the graduates today, and thank you for your continued support here at Bradley University.
So once again, please join me in congratulating Second Lieutenants Campworth and Chovansek. And thank you for serving our country. It's not in the script, but I always am amazed at the unsung heroes of this ceremony, the men who read these names. It's got to be the hardest job up here. Lee Wenger and Jim Foley and Shabir Amirali, my hat's off to you. And you get most of them right. So, as we conclude these exercises, please stand and join in the singing of the university's alma mater, Hail Red and White. The words are printed in the front of your program. When we are done, please remain standing until the completion of the recessional by the platform party and the faculty. And congratulations again, graduates, and I wish you all the best of luck in what comes next. So.